All right, so we are diving deep into passive income today.
Oh, yeah.
And you're looking to make some serious moves,
Yeah.
$1,000 a month or more
Uh-huh.
in passive income by 2025 to be exact.
Wow.
And to get there, you've been exploring these 5 passive income strategies in that video you shared.
Yep.
And I've got to say,
Yeah.
you've picked some solid contenders. But let's go beyond the basics, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Get ready for some insider tips
All right.
and real-world insights to take your passive income game to the next level.
You're absolutely right. There's a lot more to these strategies than meets the eye.
Yeah.
It's not just about understanding the what,
Right.
but also mastering the how,
Okay.
the specific tactics and nuances that can really make a difference in your journey to financial freedom.
Love that. Okay, so let's kick things off with dividend stock investing.
Okay.
It's the classic get paid to own strategy.
Yeah.
But tell me, beyond just buying blue chip stocks or dividend aristocrats, how can someone actually maximize their returns with this approach?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
See, it's not enough to just chase high yields. You've got to understand the concept of a dividend payout ratio. Basically, it tells you what percentage of a company's earnings is being paid out as dividends.
Oh,
A
interesting.
high ratio might sound tempting, but it can be a red flag. You want companies that can sustain and even grow their dividends over time. That means looking for a healthy payout ratio.
Okay.
Something between 40% and 60% is generally considered sustainable.
That's a great point. So it's not just about the size of the dividend,
Right.
but the sustainability of the company's payout makes total sense.
Exactly.
And speaking of sustainability, what about reinvesting those dividends?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that's a game changer.
Absolutely. It's like putting your money on autopilot to generate even more money by automatically reinvesting your dividends. You're buying more shares, which in turn earn you more dividends. It's the magic of compound growth in action.
Wow.
Let me give you an example. Imagine you invest $10,000 in a stock with a 5% dividend yield.
Okay.
If you reinvest those dividends year after year in a decade, your initial investment could potentially grow to over $16,000, even without adding any extra money. That's the power of compounding.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's like watching your money snowball over time. Okay, let's move on to creating and selling digital products.
Right.
This is a popular one because of that work once, profit forever appeal.
Right.
But what are some less obvious tips for succeeding in this space?
Many people get caught up in the creation phase, forgetting that marketing is equally crucial.
Oh.
Let's say you've created an amazing ebook on, say, mastering the art of baking sourdough bread.
Okay.
How are you going to get it in front of your ideal customers? That's where audience building comes in. You need to be strategic about building an email list, engaging on social media, and even exploring paid advertising to reach your target market. Think of it this way. You can have the best sourdough bread recipe in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it's not going to sell.
So true. It's all about getting your product in front of the right eyes.
Exactly.
You need a hungry audience for that delicious sourdough knowledge.
That's right.
Speaking of getting things in front of the right people, let's talk about affiliate marketing.
Okay.
I love the idea of getting paid to recommend products I genuinely use and love.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, what separates the successful affiliate marketers from the rest?
It's all about building a strong niche. Let's say you're passionate about sustainable living.
Okay.
And you have a blog about it. Instead of promoting every eco-friendly product under the sun, focus on a specific niche within that category. Maybe zero-waste kitchen products or eco-friendly cleaning supplies by becoming a go-to resource for a specific niche. You'll establish yourself as an authority and gain the trust of your audience.
Makes sense.
Remember, it's not about quantity, it's about quality and relevance.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Specialization is key.
Yeah.
It's about becoming the trusted expert in a particular area.
Yeah.
Okay, shifting gears to something a bit more tangible.
Okay.
Rental income from real estate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic wealth building strategy.
Yeah.
But what are some less obvious factors someone should consider beyond just location and demand?
You've got to factor in those hidden expenses, property taxes, insurance maintenance, even vacancy rates.
Right.
These all eat into your profits. A seemingly lucrative property might turn into a money pit if you haven't done your due diligence.
Oh, that's true.
Here's a tip. Calculate your cap rate. It's a simple metric that helps you evaluate the potential return on your investment by comparing the property's net operating income to its market value. A higher cap rate generally indicates a better investment.
That's a great tip. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of owning a rental property.
Yeah.
but those hidden costs can really make a difference.
For sure.
So calculating that cap rate is a must. Now, what about for those who are interested in real estate,
Okay.
but maybe don't have the capital for a down payment
Right.
or don't want the hassle of being a landlord? Is there a way to still tap into that real estate magic?
Absolutely. That's where real estate crowdfunding platforms come in. We mentioned them earlier, but let's break it down further. There are actually different models within real estate crowdfunding.
Oh.
You've got equity crowdfunding, where you're investing directly in a specific property and sharing in its profits. Then there's debt crowdfunding, where you're essentially lending money to real estate developers or investors and earning interest on your loan.
Got it.
And finally, you have REITs, real estate investment trusts, which are publicly traded companies that own and operate income-producing real estate. They're like mutual funds for real estate,
Yeah.
allowing you to invest in a diversified portfolio of properties with relatively small amounts of money.
That's so helpful. It's like having a whole menu of real estate investment options, each with its own flavor and level of risk. Okay, let's tackle our final strategy for this part of the deep dive peer-to-peer lending.
All right.
It's like being your own bank, cutting out the middleman and potentially earning higher returns.
Right.
But with higher returns, often comes higher risk.
Uh-huh.
How can someone mitigate that risk in the world of P2P lending?
Diversification is key here. Just like with any investment strategy, don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Instead of lending a large sum to a single borrower, spread your investments across multiple loans.
Okay.
Think of it this way. If you lend $100 to 10 different borrowers and one defaults,
Right.
you've only lost 10% of your investment. But if you had lent that same $100 to just one borrower who defaults, you've lost everything.
That's such a clear way to explain the importance of diversification.
Yeah.
So spread those loans far and wide to minimize the impact of any potential defaults. All right. We've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive. We've gone beyond the basics of 5 different passive income strategies and uncovered some valuable tips and insights along the way, but we're just getting started.
We are, that's right. There's a whole world of passive income strategies out there,
Yeah.
and we've barely scratched the surface, ready to dig even deeper.
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
All right.
You know, something I've been thinking about is taxes.
Okay.
It's all well and good to generate this passive income,
Right.
but how does Uncle Sam factor into all of this?
Taxes, the ever-present companion to income.
Yeah.
You're right. It's crucial to consider the tax implications of your passive income ventures, and it varies depending on the strategy.
Okay.
For example, with dividend stocks, you'll typically pay taxes on those dividends as ordinary income. But if you hold those stocks in a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA, you might be able to avoid taxes altogether.
Ooh, tax-advantaged accounts. That's a great reminder.
Yeah.
So strategic planning is key.
For sure.
And it probably goes without saying,
Right.
but it's always a good idea to consult with a tax professional
Oh, yeah. Always.
to make sure you're optimizing your tax strategy.
Absolutely. Now, another tax-related tip I want to share is for those exploring real estate investing.
Okay.
Did you know that depreciation can be a powerful tool for reducing your tax burden?
Wait, depreciation on real estate.
Yeah.
I thought that only applied to cars and other tangible assets.
Nope. Real estate investors can also take advantage of depreciation. Essentially, the IRS allows you to deduct a portion of the property's value each year to account for wear and tear.
Oh, interesting.
This depreciation expense reduces your taxable income, which can lead to significant tax savings. It's like a hidden bonus for real estate investors.
That's a game changer. It's like the government is giving you a little helper to offset those costs of owning a property.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about taxes, but let's switch gears and talk about mindset. What are some common mental hurdles people face when trying to build passive income,
Okay.
and how can they overcome them?
One of the biggest challenges is patience. People often get discouraged because they don't see immediate results.
Right.
They might try a few affiliate marketing campaigns or dabble in P2P lending.
Mhm.
And when they don't start raking in thousands of dollars overnight,
Yeah.
they give up. Building passive income takes time and consistent effort. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So true. It's about playing the long game.
Yeah.
But how can someone stay motivated when those results seem far off?
Having a clear vision and setting realistic goals is crucial. Remember that $1,000 a month goal you mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Break it down into smaller, achievable milestones. Maybe start with aiming for $100 a month from dividend stocks or $200 a month from your digital product sales.
Okay.
As you hit those smaller goals, you'll gain momentum and build confidence to keep going.
Love that. Celebrate those wins along the way.
Yes, for sure.
It's like those motivational posters say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
That's right.
Okay. Another mental hurdle I've encountered is fear of failure.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It can be paralyzing, especially when you're putting your own money on the line.
Yeah.
How can someone overcome that fear and take those first steps?
Start small and experiment.
Yep.
Don't feel like you have to go all in right away. Dip your toes in the water with a small investment in dividend stocks, or create a simple digital product to test the market. View these early ventures as learning experiences.
Got it.
Embrace the possibility of setbacks and use them as opportunities to learn and grow.
That's such a powerful reframing. It's not about avoiding failure, but about using it as fuel to refine your approach
Right.
and improve your chances of success.
Right.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about continuous learning.
Right?
The world of passive income is constantly evolving.
It is.
How can someone stay ahead of the curve and make sure their knowledge is up to date?
The key is to never stop learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend webinars, and connect with other passive income enthusiasts. There's a wealth of information out there, and don't be afraid to try new things. The strategies that work today might not be as effective tomorrow.
Right.
So stay curious, adapt, and always be willing to expand your skill set.
You know what? It's kind of like that saying, the only constant is change. So if we want to succeed in this passive income journey, we've got to embrace that change and make learning a lifelong habit. Okay, before we move on, I just want to recap some key takeaways from what we've covered so far. Consider the tax implications of your passive income strategies and explore tax-advantaged accounts to maximize your after-tax returns. Real estate investors can take advantage of depreciation to reduce their tax burden. Remember that building passive income takes time and consistent effort. Be patient and celebrate those small wins along the way. Break down your big goals into smaller, achievable milestones to stay motivated and build momentum. Don't let fear of failure hold you back. Start small, experiment, and view setbacks as learning experiences. Make continuous learning a lifelong habit to stay ahead of the curve in the ever-evolving world of passive income. Now, are you ready to uncover those hidden gems?
Yeah.
Those lesser-known passive income strategies that can add even more fuel to your financial fire?
Let's do. Sometimes the most unexpected avenues can lead to surprising and lucrative results.
All right, we talked about stocks, digital products, real estate affiliate marketing, peer-to-peer lending,
Right.
all those strategies that often take center stage in the passive income world.
Yeah.
But now, let's venture off the beaten path a bit.
Okay.
What are some of those hidden gem passive income strategies
Right.
that often fly under the radar?
I'm glad you asked, because this is where things get really exciting. There's a whole universe of passive income opportunities out there beyond those traditional methods. Like I said, sometimes the most unexpected avenues can lead to surprisingly lucrative results.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Okay.
What's one of those hidden gem strategies that you think has serious potential?
Have you ever heard of cashback rewards?
I think so.
That might sound too good to be true, but bear with me.
Yeah.
There are websites and apps out there that will actually pay you cash back for purchases you'd be making anyway. Groceries, clothes, electronics, travel, you name it.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
So I could literally get paid to shop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell me more. How does this magic work?
It's all about strategic partnerships. These cashback platforms have agreements with various retailers when you make a purchase through their platform.
Yeah.
Usually by clicking a special link or using a browser extension, they earn a commission from the retailer and they share a portion of that commission with you in the form of cashback.
So it's like a win-win-win situation.
Exactly.
The retailer gets the sale,
Mm-hmm.
the cashback platform earns a commission,
Right.
and I get money back in my pocket.
I'm starting to see the appeal here.
Yeah.
What are some popular cashback platforms out there?
Rakuten and Honey are two of the big players in the cashback space. They offer a wide variety of retailers and often have special promotions where you can earn even higher cashback percentages. And the best part is it's completely free to sign up and use these platforms.
Okay, this is definitely going on my to-do list.
Yeah.
I'm all about finding ways to save money.
Right.
And if I can actually earn money while doing my regular shopping, well, that's just icing on the cake. Now,
Yeah.
what about for those who are a bit more creatively inclined?
Okay.
Are there any passive income opportunities that tap into those artistic talents? Absolutely. If you have a knack for photography or videography, You can explore the world of stock photos and videos.
You mean those generic images you see all over websites and presentations?
Exactly. While it might seem like a saturated market, there's always a demand for fresh, high-quality visuals. And the beauty of stock photography and videography is that you create the asset once and can potentially sell it multiple times.
So let's say I capture a stunning shot of a sunset over the city skyline.
Okay.
I can upload that photo to a stock website.
Yep.
And every time someone licenses it for their website or marketing materials, I get paid.
Precisely. There are tons of stock websites out there like Shutterstock, iStock Photo, and Adobe Stock. They all have their own submission guidelines and royalty structures, so it's worth doing your research to find the best fit for your style and goals.
This is opening up a whole new world of possibilities. Now I'm looking around my apartment thinking, what could I photograph?
Right.
It's amazing to think that everyday objects or scenes could potentially generate passive income.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I've got one more question for you.
All right, we've talked about a lot of individual strategies, but how important is it to diversify your passive income streams?
Diversification is absolutely crucial. Just like with any investment portfolio, by spreading your efforts across multiple passive income streams, you reduce your reliance on any single source of income. If one strategy starts to underperform or the market shifts, you'll have other streams to cushion the impact.
It's like that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
So maybe you're earning some cash back on your purchases, selling a few stock photos here and there, and maybe you've even got a small dividend portfolio chugging along in the background. By diversifying your efforts, you're creating a more stable and resilient passive income foundation.
Exactly. And the beauty of passive income is that it often complements your existing lifestyle and interests. You can choose strategies that align with your passions and skills, making the journey to financial freedom that much more enjoyable. That's such a great point. It's not about forcing yourself into something that feels like a chore. It's about finding those passive income avenues that feel like a natural extension of who you are and what you enjoy.
Absolutely.
But you've given us so much to think about today. I feel like my mind is buzzing with possibilities. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and for guiding us through this deep dive into the world of passive income.
It's been my pleasure. And to our listeners, remember, building passive income takes time and effort, but the rewards can be life-changing. So start exploring those possibilities. Take action and watch as your financial dreams begin to take shape.
Beautifully said. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you're feeling inspired and empowered to take control of your financial future. Until next time, happy earning